Possessive adjectives in Spanish. Rules and examples. Hola and thank you for joining us in this grammar video. This time, we will learn the rules for using possessive adjectives in Spanish in sentences. This video includes a lot of examples and simple explanations on this topic. Let's get started. What are possessive adjectives? Possessive adjectives, called adjetivos posesivos or determinantes posesivos in Spanish, are words like mi, tú, su, and others that are placed just before an object that belongs to someone. For example, if I want to talk about something that I have, then I will use the possessive adjective mi, just like in the phrase mi amigo. But if I want to talk about something that belongs to us, then I will use the possessive adjective nuestro, as in nuestro amigo. The chart below shows the possessive adjective to use in relation to the number of objects that we refer to and their owner. One object, mi, tú, su, nuestro o nuestra, vuestro o vuestra, su. Several objects, mis, tus, sus, nuestros, nuestras, vuestros, vuestras, sus. As you can see in the chart, we will use the possessive adjective mi for one object and mis for several when referring to something that I have, yo tengo. For example, mi computadora, mis computadoras. When referring to your possessions, that is the personal pronoun tú, we will use the possessive adjective tú for one object and tus for several. For example, tu papá, tus hermanos. Notice that tú doesn't need a tilde when used as a possessive adjective. For él, ella, or usted, we will use su for one object and sus for many, as in su gato and sus gatos. For nosotros, we will use nuestro for one object and nuestros for several, as in nuestro viaje or nuestros planes. For something that belongs to vosotros, we will use vuestro or vuestros, as in vuestro carro and vuestras bicicletas. Finally, for something that belongs to ellos, we will use su for one object and sus to refer to several objects, as in su avión and sus boletos. The possessive adjectives nuestro and vuestro undergo a gender change from masculine to feminine to match the word they modify. This means that we will use nuestro and vuestro with masculine nouns like libro to say things like nuestro libro or vuestro libro. But we will use nuestra and vuestra with feminine nouns like casa to say nuestra casa or vuestra casa. Additionally, we will add s to all possessive adjectives to make them plural regardless of their gender so that they agree with the nouns or other words they are used with in the same sentence. For example, nuestros estudiantes and vuestras ideas. Pay attention to the next group of sentences and the relationship between their different parts. We will highlight the adjetivo posesivo and the possession in each sentence. Él es Javier. Él es mi amigo. María y Pedro son mis compañeros de clases. Tu perro es muy dócil. Tus gatos son muy traviesos. Su casa es hermosa. Sus libros son los mejores del mundo. Esta es nuestra habitación. ¿Estas son nuestras pertenencias? ¿Habéis disfrutado de vuestro viaje? Me encanta ver vuestras fotografías. María y Juan están casados. Esta es su casa. Marcos y Carmen son sus hijos. Thank you for staying until the end of this video. Please remember to like it, share it, and subscribe to continue learning Spanish with us. Hasta la próxima.